There's 11 games left for the Philadelphia Union's regular season slate, and tonight, the boys in blue tussle in a big Eastern Conference clash. It's the third and final meeting between the Union and Montreal Impact. Hi, at top section 113 at Talon Energy Stadium. Welcome to Union Pregame Live. I'm Dave Leno.
And I'm Marissa Pilla. Dave, last time Montreal was here, the Union were in the midst of a 15-game winless streak dating back to last season. Now, of course, they ended up tying that game after being ahead by 3 goals. It's what Jim Curtin called rock bottom of the season. But since that game, they are 8-5-2, and of course, coming off a big-time win last weekend against FC Dallas.
Yeah, they really came out strong against powerhouse FC Dallas in that matchup, and this first goal was just so good.
Well, just 17 minutes in, it was that beautiful heel flick that everyone saw all week long. CJ Sapong streaking into the box puts Union up 1-0.
Here's the second tally. Pontius throws it and goes off of Hollingshead right to Olsinho when he bangs it home with a one-timer past Chris Seitz for his 4th goal of the season.
Second half now, Sapong and Olsinho teaming up again for this back-and-forth play into the box. Olsinho takes it to goal, gets his rebound. Sapong just taps it in, puts the Union up 3-0.
Late in the match, this is the goal that was nullified due to video review. You see Christian Coleman collided to John McCarthy. Rudy bangs it home. Ricardo Salazar waves this off after review. That was the first review in MLS history, and the Union win it by a score of 3-1 at home, where they've just been so dominant.
7-1 and nil in the last 8 games at home. 5 shutouts, only conceding 4 goals during this time. Now, 23 goals have been scored at home this season. That's tied for 7th best in the league with Sporting Kansas City. They've had 10 different players with a goal or an assist, but now in the Eastern Conference standings, they're still below that red line. Only 9 points separate teams in 4th through 10th.
Toronto FC is unbeaten in its last 5 and is 3 points above the Chicago Fire. New York City FC, meanwhile, is coming off a 3-2 win over the Red Bulls in the Derby. It sits in 3rd. And you'll see the Union are just 3 points below the red line, and Montreal is just 2 points behind the Union. So this is a huge matchup with the playoffs looming.
And John McCarthy is back in net for the Union, which means, when you think of people being ready when their number's called, John has been that guy for the Union. He's been able to push them through these last couple games, seal some big-time wins. Looking at a comparison between he and Andre Blake, pretty comparable numbers. These two are really great friends. They support each other. John says he talks to Andre before every game. He gets a lot of pointers. They push each other in training. John has 26 saves in the last 6 games, 8 goals against. A great run for John McCarthy.
It will be his 7th straight start tonight, Marissa. He's earned 2 saves of the week in MLS. He has a 2-3-1 record, but don't let that fool you. He's been very brave. His reads have been impeccable this stretch. And he's come off his line big, and he provides a calming presence in the back, even though there's been some interchange with that back 4 during this stretch. And you just love his timing, working with goalkeeping coach Open Nikolov. It's just a fantastic run for John McCarthy, and they'll look for him to shut down Piatti, Mancoso, and company tonight in really what is a huge game where the Union have just been so successful on their home soil.
There's something about playing at home. I've talked to a lot of different players about this, and they just said it's the environment here. They feel comfortable here. They don't have to worry about the travel that plays a part into getting ready for a game. So being at home definitely suits this team well. And for more on tonight's match, we're bringing in the guys in the booth, JP Delacamera and Tommy Smith. Guys, since May 1st, the Union had the most home wins in the league. We're tied for the most with 7. What is behind the success this team has had?
Well, Bruce, I think it starts with their approach to the game, their high press. But I think, Tommy, the crowd really helps him a lot at home.
Yeah, sure does. And when you got a good goalkeeper and he's playing well, and then the rest of the team start to blend as a team, which they have done at home. They've been incredible. It's been a huge team effort. Good teams make home field advantage a fortress. That's what the Union has done. Now they need to take that on the road with them, and they'll be in great shape for the playoffs.
And Dave, one stat to remember, CJ Sapong loves to play here in this stadium. He scored 12 goals on the season. 10 of them have come right here.
Thank you very much, JP. Here's Jim Curtin's 4-2-3-1 formation with McCarthy making his 7th straight start, Medunian at the number 6, and Bedoya at the number 8.
If you can see on the back line, Oguchi Onyewu was unavailable, so Jack Elliott shifts over, and Josh Yauer is going to be playing in between he and Ray Gaddis. Both Ray and Josh have a lot of speed to counterbalance Montreal's speed.
Now, last week, Marissa, was the debut of video review in MLS, and there was only 2 video reviews in the entire league. One of them was here in Chester. That was the first review review in MLS history, and it was done pretty efficiently, I might add. It only in a span about 2 minutes. The other game was LA and Portland, which a Jossie Zardes goal was waved off due to a handball. In this game, I thought Ricardo Salazar and Hilario Grajeda, the video assistant referee, did a great job in this circumstance.
Well, you can see the play build up from here. FC Dallas has the ball. They're crashing into the net, but someone does collide here with John McCarthy. Max Arudi just picks up the ball and scores, but you can see John falls to his knees right afterwards. Head ref makes the signal that he's going to video review. As you can hear, the crowd was excited about that one. He goes to the monitor. He has all available broadcast angles. He can see that John was injured on that play in the build-up to the goal, which of course is a situation where they can review and overturn the goal.
Now remember, other plays are checked throughout the whole league last week, and it will be tonight as well. But this video review has been getting a lot of skepticism and also some positivity. In my impression of the first weekend, I just thought it was flawless out there. They got both calls right. At the end of the day, Marissa, that's what you want to accomplish here.
Well, I was between both benches while that call was being made. You could tell both coaches were a little antsy, anticipating what would be said. But I also talked to John McCarthy this week. I said, what did you think of video review? And he said, well, right now, VAR is my best friend. It really helped him out in this favor. And he's glad that it's going to help keep the game flowing naturally. He said he didn't think it took off too much time as a goalkeeper. He didn't feel like he lost his rhythm, which is also really important. Well, last week, the Philadelphia Union Special Olympics team and the FC Dallas Special Olympics team took part in a wonderful match under the bright lights of Talent Energy Stadium. More on their experience coming up after this.